Is new love coming into your life soon? Hi guys, Blash Lily here and welcome to another pick a card reading. Today we are going to be talking about love and whether a new love relationship, a new significant relationship is going to be coming into your life anytime soon. This is a timeless reading and of course it's a general reading, so only take what's going to resonate with you, leave the rest out on this beautiful table. So for today's reading we're going to have three options. This is option number 1 with this white pinkish rose. This is option number 2. And this is option number 3. So see which rose you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. If you do need a little bit more time to make your decision, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started with option number 1. Option number 1, hi and welcome to your reading. If you were drawn to this gorgeous rose over here, let's go ahead and get started with your love reading. Is love coming into your life anytime soon? All right, let's take a look and find out. First, I want to take a look at any energies that might be blocking love from coming in. So let's find out if there's anything blocking love from coming in at this particular time. Some of you might be healing from a relationship breakup. Some of you might have lost somebody. It doesn't necessarily mean that they passed away, but there's this energy of healing after a loss. Maybe somebody who you thought was a friend or you were friends with for a very long time, and then something happened. Something sudden and something unexpected. And it looks like you're healing from that. It looks like you've done whatever it is that you needed to do. Some of you might have healed your childhood trauma. Some of you might have healed your issues with your father or with your mother. It could also be that some of you had this thing where you felt like you need to take revenge. You need to have revenge. Look at this. Yeah, massive transformation for a lot of you. Very powerful option number 1. Maybe that's why you were drawn to this energy of white and pink. And it's interesting how it's white outside and pink in the middle. So it's almost like you're getting to the core of you. Because they're showing me somebody who is very powerful, but somebody who didn't know that they were powerful at all. And a lot of you are recovering from, again, like I said, from having to let go of somebody. Wow, beautiful. The energy of Empress. You guys leveled up. It doesn't matter if you're male or female watching this, but it's definitely the energy of having leveled up. With your expectations, with the way that you feel about yourself, with the way that you are absolutely fine on your own, so you're not looking for love, or you're not trying to attract somebody to heal you or to make you feel better. You're actually ready for, love, for a partnership. All right, option number 1, this is brilliant. So it looks like so far so good. Let's take a look then at whether new love is on the horizon. With these energies, I'd be surprised if it wouldn't be. It also tells me that you've changed your perception of relationships and of love. There were some very difficult times, but they were needed for you to see the reality. And you got the 10 of Pentacles coming through straight away. Darlings, it looks like for most of you, and I know some of you are younger, I know some of you maybe you're not ready for it, but for most of you, it looks like the next relationship could be with your potential spouse or a very long-term relationship, because with the Ten of Pentacles, there's this energy of finally finding a home, finally finding a place where you belong. But the thing is, for a lot of you, it's not that much as like going to a place where you feel like you belong, but it's creating it with this partner that you're going to meet. It looks like you're ready for the kids and the dogs and the home and the whole shebang. If you don't want kids, you don't want kids, but this is what's coming through. Yeah, they're giving me this energy of tradition. So they're giving me the whole thing where they're saying it's going to be a very traditional relationship. It's going to be a very traditional marriage. It's going to be a very traditional union. But traditional doesn't mean boring. It's actually giving me a lot of peace over here with the doves and a lot of blessings. So this is turning out to be very, very positive option number one. And like I said, it's probably because you've done a lot of work in centering yourself and then healing yourself. It could be that in the past, some of you might have confused excitement with toxicity and stability with boredom, but it looks like you're over this. It looks like you're done with players, you're done with codependent relationships. So the answer here is, yeah, they keep telling me marriage, they keep telling me stability. And it's actually going to be, if you guys have been worried about money, if you guys have been worried about financial aspects, it's absolutely fine. It looks like it's covered from all sides. But there's a lot of like tradition, there's a lot of stability, there's a lot of feeling at peace. Like having your cake and eating it too. Let's take a look who is coming your way. Let's take a look at this person in more detail. Somebody who's got their own opinions, somebody who is very hard to convince. They're very set in their ways. Very outspoken as well. But easy to get along with, nevertheless. They don't try to make anybody think that the way that they do. They're like, okay, this is my opinion, this is what I think, you're entitled to your opinion. So they're not pushy, they're not trying to convince people to think the way that they do. Like they have their own truth and they're mature enough to understand that everybody has their own thing. Okay, so they could be very much into spirituality. There's something about them having access to information that a lot of people don't have access to. Okay, some of them could be practitioners, some of them could be into spirituality, into, they're telling me sacred unions, sacred scribes. They're showing me like gathering a lot of information that people don't know about. Interesting. For others of you, this is an indication of somebody with masters, with PhD, somebody who's very well read, very well versed in certain subjects. For some of you, it's interesting, I put those two together. It could also be that they're quite religious. With tradition, they're showing me that they could be quite religious. But again, they're not going to impose this on you. Like they do their own thing. But at the same time, they're not going to be okay with people trying to convince them of something. Like there's a lot of respect coming through over here. But they're saying, okay, listen, you do your thing and I do my thing. And we can still, love each other. We can still be together, even if we believe in different things. The fundamentals are going to be there. Like they're showing me like a relationship that's based on love, on mutual values. But the beliefs in, like, you know, what to call your God or things like this, they can be different. Like you don't necessarily have to meet your mirror image. Show me what this relationship is going to be like. It might start off as a friendship, but there's a lot of support. There's a lot of being able to confide in one another. Some of you guys might be 23 or 32. And again, they're showing me that it could be an interracial relationship. Let me see why they're showing me there's a disbalance. No, they're saying it could be even, again, I think this is just a confirmation what I was saying, that it might be that you might have different skin color, you might have different nationality, different background, different upbringing, but you're still bringing it together, you're still making it work, and it does look like you guys are going to start a family. There's a lot of family energy coming through for option number 1. Again, guys, this is a general reading, yeah? So, if you want a family, you want a family. If you don't want a family, nobody's going to force you. But for a lot of you guys, option number 1, this is the energy that's coming through. Let's take a look at when they could be coming. At what point in your life. If they're going to give me exact timing, I'll tell you the exact timing, but this is going to be mostly about what point in your life. This is, again, a general reading. So it's telling me for quite a few of you, this is going to be during a time when you are going to be on the road. They keep telling me on the road. Okay, on the road, for some of you on the road, but it's on the road to making your wishes come true. So there's some sort of desire that you are going to be struggling with, okay? It looks like you, I don't know what it is. It could be a job or it could be relocation or something like this. And it will involve you making that extra step, okay? Like having to go somewhere to get some documents or having to go for an interview in another location. Like there's this energy of something being stuck, yeah, when it comes to your wishes. And you're like, okay, well, I need to make this decision. I need to make it fast. I need to go somewhere. I need to do something. And it looks like it's going to be during this period over here. For some of you, this is the energy of 9 months. For some of you guys, this could be somebody that's coming in even sooner, because the Knight of the Knight of Swords is a very fast acting knight. So it also gives me the energy that this is going to happen very much unexpectedly, you guys. They're saying be patient. You might meet, and again, for some of you, it could grow from a friendship. Because somebody might be, you know, still seeing somebody, or there could be a long way away. For some of you, this could be happening within the next 7 months. But for a lot of you, they're showing me under a year. So it looks like option number 1, you've done your work. They're saying learn to delegate. It looks like you're going to be dropping a lot of things and just making a decision. Being spontaneous. Being spontaneous is going to be greatly rewarded over here. Option number 1. All right, so let me pull a couple of last cards as an advice from the universe for you when it comes to your love life, or maybe to this union even. creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Exactly what I was saying at the beginning, where you guys are going to be creating your own home. You're going to be creating your own tribe. So I know we all want to just be accepted into the loving arms of their soul family, but sometimes we have to be the creators of that soul family. And it looks like option number one, this is what you're going to be doing, creating heaven on earth. They're also telling me that you have the possibility, you have an opportunity, and you have all the tools to make other people happy as well. And there's something about you getting a lot of happiness from making other people happy, and vice versa. So it's not going to just go one way. Other people are going to make you happy too. But again, there's this energy of belonging. There's this energy of being a team with this particular person. So option number one, this was so positive for you. Let me pull one last card. Leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. This has a very strong connection to the Knight of Swords over here, where you will have to take a chance on something, okay? Maybe for some of you, you'll be wondering, you know, whether you should try dating this person because you won't want to ruin a relationship. Maybe you'll be afraid what they're going to say, or they might experience those energies as well. But it's like, either way, they're saying that the leap of faith will need to be made, yeah? And the universe will absolutely catch you. And look at this, we have 2 leaps of faith. So this is very much about you guys allowing things to happen, allowing things to unfold, and expecting the unexpected. All right, option number one, I'm going to end your reading here, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button, you guys, the bell icon, and set it to all so you don't miss out any of my other upcoming videos. If you guys are up for a personal reading, if you'd like to know about who's coming your way in love, or if you want to find out about career or spiritual guidance, do send me an email. My email's in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much more. All right, my darlings, thank you for watching, and take care of your amazing selves now. Bye. And welcome to your reading, darlings. If you were drawn to this beautiful rose, let's go ahead and get started with your love reading. We're going to be taking a look who's coming towards you in love. Is new love on the horizon? But before we do that, let's see if there's anything blocking this love from coming in, guys. If there's any energies that still need to be addressed. Let's take a look. Whether you guys are ready. Are you ready for love? Who is it that's been controlling you? Who is this internal bully who's been telling you horrible things? They're telling me there's somebody, whether it's in your head or whether it's somebody outside, that's been making you doubt yourself, making you question yourself over and over again. It could be that this negative experience you had before was somebody trying to control you. Could be that it's still impacting you. But I'm glad to say over here with the 8 of Swords, guys, it looks like you're getting out of this energy, you're breaking free. It could be that some of you have even done therapy. It could be that because it looks like sometimes we can be really impacted by people, okay, especially narcissists, especially abusers. And it could be that even though the person is gone or you left the situation, you still need to be dealing with whatever damage was done to you, to your mind, to your body, to everything. And it looks like you guys have been doing just that. It looks like you guys have been cutting cords. It looks like you guys have been looking after your mental well-being. But I see you're treading very carefully. You're being very selective over here. Very selective. But the thing is, sometimes this over-selectiveness could be fear masking itself. Okay, so some of you might have dealt with a third-party situation, and it looks like you withdrawn from the community. It looks like you might be thinking that wherever it is that you find yourself, or like something just isn't right, that the timing isn't right. So sometimes you guys might be delaying it, okay, whether consciously or unconsciously. It looks like you guys might be delaying. It looks like you withdrew. You withdrew away from the community. You withdrew away from the world, and it could be that you're overindulging in something. But interestingly enough, even though all of this is happening and you might be questioning yourself and you might be wondering, and like there's might be some part of you that's still screaming that, oh no, you know, you're to this, you're to that, or you're never going to find the right person, or there are no good men out there, there are no good women out there. The thing is, like, they're saying that, yeah, the universe is actually ready to bring somebody your way. The universe is actually ready to bring you somebody who's going to be committed to you, who you're going to feel good with, who's going to give you resources rather than take, give you resources rather than take them. And those resources, of course, include not only money, but it's also about time, and it's about affection, it's about love, it's about attention. So even though you might be doubting yourself, even though you might be still dealing with a residue of somebody being incredibly toxic, you might be still thinking about somebody in the past, the universe is saying, if you're ready to let go, I'm ready to give you somebody new. But it's not going to happen while you're still holding on to somebody, or you might be waiting for, like, you know, you need to put that full, like when you finish something, put that full stop. Don't put like 3 dots. Don't put a comma. Don't put a semicolon. You need to put that full stop. And they're saying as soon as you do that, yeah. Okay. So then let's find out whether new love is on the horizon with those energies. What sort of love? How might it make its way into your life? Level up, level up, level up, level up. Darlings, you're about to blossom and bloom. You're about to discover a new way of thinking, a new way of living. You realize how you've been misled, how the mirror you've been looking at, like how much you've been affected by other people in the past, and how amazingly glorious you truly are. They're showing me this glow up. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You know, when you fall in love and your skin starts glowing and people are like coming towards you and they're like, which makeup are you using? Or what's this new cream? Or have you gotten like some sleep? And you're like, no, damn it, I'm just in love and I absolutely love it. I love being in love. When your hormones start, like, you know, the good hormones start being produced in your body, not just the cortisol and adrenaline, but oxytocin and loads of other endorphins and loads of other beautiful hormones that make you happy, that make the world seem like a much, much better place. Now, in this love is going to make you feel pampered. This love is where you're going to learn how to receive. Just with this one card, some of you guys are going to be conceiving. For some of you guys, this love is going to make you feel like you can achieve pretty much anything. There's a lot of inspiration, and it's also going to help you unblock the financial flow, because those two are very much connected. About receiving. Because when you allow yourself to receive, you start receiving love, you start receiving money, you start receiving happiness. Because a lot of us, we tend to give, but we don't allow to receive. And again, look at this. Getting out of this created prison. This is like this mental prison. This is the type of love that is going to make you see opportunities that you didn't see before. Even if it's like, for example, talking about relocation, yeah, going somewhere else, you might have thought that you can only do it through work visa, through student visa, through, I don't know, like maybe through 2-3 visas, or like only one way or another. And here they're showing me that like there's going to be a whole range of opportunities coming your way, like whole, like what is it called? Basically, there's going to be a lot of choices, a catalog of possibilities. The universe is just going to be like, ta-da! You're going to be conquering a lot of fears. Some of you might have been afraid of giving birth. Some of you might have been afraid of embracing your sexuality. Some of you might have been afraid of just talking nicely to yourself, being nice to yourself. As heartbreaking as it might sound, but a lot of us, we adapt the voices and the energies of our parents, and we go through them throughout our whole life without realizing it. And here you've outgrown your parents, you've outgrown your old self, and you're allowing yourself to be who you are, male or female. You're no longer afraid of what the universe might throw at you. You know that you can handle it. You know that, whenever there's a problem, there's a solution. Connecting with your higher self. There's a very strong energy of connecting to your higher self. With you guys, option number 2, this is very much about tenderness and about sexuality. Guys, this is embracing your desires, embracing your so-called shadow attributes. This has a lot to do with physical pleasures as well. Sex, food, tactile experiences, choosing better for yourself. Now, they're showing me, I'm going to ask about this person who's coming your way, but they're showing me that you could, I don't know why I was talking about relocation, maybe option number 2, a lot of you guys are wanting to relocate, because this is exactly what's going to be happening for quite some of you. It's either that they're showing me, again, getting some knowledge about, they're giving me Egypt for some reason, now strongly somebody who might be connected to Egypt, you guys might be connected to Egypt. This love is going to help you alleviate a writer's block, eliminate anything that's been holding you back. You're going to be putting yourself out there. You're not going to be afraid of being seen. Okay, so coming back to relocation, it could be that this love is needed for you to be transported somewhere, guys. If you've been really wanting to relocate, if you've been really looking for a home somewhere else, it looks like this is the one. Yeah, this is the way that it's going to happen. And the Four of Swords, they're telling me that you're finally going to feel at peace. You're finally going to feel at peace. All right, let's take a look at this person in more detail. Who they are. Then we're going to take a look at when they're coming. Beautiful. Youthful, romantic. Inspired. They might call you their muse. They're gonna fall in love with you guys. They're gonna have a crush on you, and they're gonna fall in love with you, and they're never I don't know if never, but they're just telling me, like, tell them that they're never going to stop loving them. They're going to come unexpectedly. A lot of you might be meeting them while traveling. International, or this could be internet. Through social media. Your name or their name could be beginning with an M. And again, oh my God, look at this beautiful energy. It's almost like when they're showing me when the borders are open. I think that answers the question of when you guys are going to be meeting them, but let's take a look. When? When the borders are opening, when you can start communicating with people again. For some of you guys, this could be within the next 21 months. For some of you, this is 21 weeks. And for others of you, 3 months. They're gonna look at them. They're gonna admire your body. Absolutely admire your body. Let's take a look at the sort of relationship you're going to have. Yeah, a lot of social media interaction. That's what I was saying. That, you know, you guys are going to be communicating. You guys are going to be checking up on each other's Instagram stories. Even though the card says spy when it's upright, there's nothing negative about it. But this does indicate a lot of communication through social media, soul connection and gifts. Oh my God, guys. Soul connection talks about soulmate, talks about your future spouse. Soul connection is your twin flame. And with gifts, this does involve having a lot of gifts, giving a lot of gifts, and again, uncovering your gifts and sharing them with the world. All right, let's take a look at what is it that your... Interesting. Your spiritual team is just coming through saying, okay, let's take a look at what advice they have for you this particular time. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Exactly what I was saying at the beginning of the reading for you, darlings. Do cord cutting, release whatever needs to be released. Some of you guys might be feeling a little bit unsafe, unprotected, okay, but... maybe with your siblings as well, because they're showing me like brothers and sisters. Somebody might be jealous, somebody might be toxic, somebody like, okay, well, somebody tells you, okay, you need to wait for your sisters to get married first, or, you know, things like this. Like something that doesn't make sense. So protect yourself when it comes to boundaries, call back your power, and cut the cords. Cut the cords, cut the unnecessary cords. And soul family, oh my God. Call in your tribe, you don't have to do it alone. Beautiful, guys. They're saying it's time to... they're showing me this energy of exchange. It's time to release your old family or people you thought were family, who you know aren't doing you any good, who you know like keep pulling you back whenever you try to get out, who are not supporting you but are just saying, no, why would you want to do it? Why would you want to do this? Why won't you do that? You have your soul family waiting for you. Call in your tribe. But again, as I keep saying in pretty much all of my readings, for something to come in, you need to create space for it. That's the law of the universe. You can't put somebody on a chair when somebody's already sitting there. Physically, energetically, cut the cords. Release, let go. Be with the void. Be okay with being with the void for some time. Go through the healing process. And then look at this energy. For some of you, they're indicating a same-sex relationship. But whatever it is, whoever you choose to love, this is some pretty special connection over here, guys. All right, option number 2. I think this is this is the end of your reading, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed it and your heart is now filled with love and expectation of this beautiful person coming in. If you guys are up for a personal reading, do send me an email. My email is in the description box below, so is the link to my Patreon page to check it out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Let me know down in the comments if the reading resonated with you. And take care of your amazing selves now. Keep safe, guys. Bye. Option number 3. Hi, and welcome to. If you were drawn to option number 3 with this beautiful red rose, this is your reading. We are going to be channeling your love energies. So before I'm going to be taking a look at whether new love is on the horizon, whether new love is coming into your life soon, I want to take a look at how the universe sees you at this particular time when it comes to your love energies. Is there anything blocking love from coming in at this time? Or any advice that the universe has for you? You guys are keeping your heart guarded. It looks like you guys might already have people around you serenading you. It could be that you might have people on social media liking you, telling you that you're beautiful, trying to flirt with you, but you know your worth. You're like, nah, I can see you, F-boy or F-girl. I can see you a mile away, stay away. So you might already have quite a few people trying to get your attention, trying to compete for your affection, but they don't measure up. You have this understanding of who you want in your life and you're not settling for anything less. But for other people, it seems like you are being sometimes a little bit like, what's the word? Like hard to reach, unattainable. Some people might see you as somebody who's intimidating. They're like, oh my God, I want to approach them, but I'm afraid I'm going to like get shut down straight away. Some of you guys might be, I don't know what it is, they're showing me looking like a star, feeling like a star. Some of you guys might literally be stars. Aquarius energy coming through very strongly. Some of you guys are star seeds coming through over here. Some of you guys might be somebody who's, again, on social media. You have a lot of presence. Some of you guys might be, I don't know, you might have star in your name. Like Stern or Estrella. And there's a very strong connection to the stars. But you guys, there's something very deep about you. There's something about mysterious about you. I don't know if you guys are practitioners or if you're somehow connected to magic or your ancestors are connected to magic, because this pile is giving me very like deep and thoughtful and beautiful vibes. And it's very hard for option number 3. You feel like it's very hard for you to find not even love, but even friends with, like, on the same wavelength. Where you feel like you can be understood and that you can understand them. Like you have a very selective process of making connections. Saying it's gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna be worth the wait. You're waiting. You're one of those people who are like, I'm not going to settle because I'm lonely. I'm not going to settle because, you know, whatever. You're like, I'm willing to wait for as long as it takes. And the good thing here, my darlings, is that you're combining logic and you're combining like your heart energies. So there's a balance. When you're making a decision, there's a balance. And again, they're showing me there's something about communication. It's either you communicate with spirits, it's either that there's something about you being at peace. You know that they're coming. You know that you are going to have this love. And you're like, I'm willing to wait. You're fed up of waiting, but you're willing to wait. You're like, I'm not settling. I'm not selling myself short. Okay, so let's take a look at whether somebody is coming, whether there's new love on the horizon. Is new love coming into your life? Now that we know your beautiful energies, let's find out. Oh my god, one of the most positive cards in the whole of the tarot deck. The Sun, darlings. Well, yes. Well, absolutely. They're showing me the energy of fun, the energy of rejuvenation, the energy of the sun. It looks like you might be meeting somebody outdoors. There's a strong energy of letting yourself be free. There's an energy, again, of connecting to the sun. I don't know if it's like they're showing me some sort of ritual, if they're showing me something. I don't know what it is, guys. You're very much connected to the realm of like shamans and witches and star seeds. And there's something about like spirits protecting you and guiding you. There's very much about guidance. So they're bringing you love that's going to make you feel like a kid again. Maybe you've been taking life a little bit too serious. Maybe you've been a little bit too busy with your chores and things like this. Maybe you got too... I don't think you can get too grounded, but it's almost like you stop believing in your own magic, even though there's so much potential. So this love is bringing you happiness. This love is going to activate something within you. It's going to really affect your solar plexus chakra as well. And it's going to have a lot to do with your self-acceptance. Acceptance of your body, acceptance of a lot of things. It's going to really affect the way that you feel, affect your well-being, affect your mental health. It's going to affect the way that you eat. It's going to affect the way that you look. It's like this radiation of happiness, and it's going to give you a lot of confidence. And again, it's going to activate a lot of psychic powers. A lot of psychic powers for a lot of you guys. If you are not into psychic powers, this does talk very much whether, if you guys have been wanting to become a mother or wanting to maybe heal any issues you might have had with your mother in the past. This is what this relationship, this love is going to do. Some of you are quite artistic over here, dancing, singing. It's going to just make you feel very positive, optimistic. And again, like a kid again, there's something about you discovering your desires, you discovering your true talents. This is going to be a very much give and receive love. You guys are going to be invested in. So if you guys are used to being the one who always gives, if you guys are used to being in a relationship where you have to pull the whole thing on your back, where you're like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Like, we need to buy this, we need to go, when you're always in charge here, it's like, okay, you will need to learn to delegate, because this person who's coming in, it looks like they are, first and foremost, there's a lot of energy of sharing things. sharing finances, sharing ideas. But it's also about, sharing responsibilities, where you can finally have time to, again, like, embrace your talents, embrace your true desires. All right. And again, being patient. Love is patient, love is kind. This is what I'm hearing for you. All right, let's take a look at this person who's coming in, you guys. Who is this person who's going to have such an important impact on your life? Or rather, who's this person who's going to act as a conduit of divine love that you finally decided to show to yourself, and now the world is mirroring you and sending you a person who's going to give that love to you. All right, let's see who it is. Somebody who's very smart. Smart and patient. Look at this Seven of Pentacles keeps coming up. Okay, it could be somebody from another location. It could be somebody, give me a second, because they're showing me it could be somebody who has to travel a lot. For some of you, it could even be a pilot or somebody who is something about transporting a lot of people. Tell me about the characters. Could be a doctor. It could be somebody who has to deal with with making important decision. A lawyer, somebody who could be, again, I'm getting somebody very smart and somebody who can manipulate information for their needs. It could be, teacher, but maybe a professor. They don't like talking about themselves. But they're going to be somebody who's ready for commitment. They're ready for a family. And the thing is, they're saying, like, don't let those cards scare you, because this has something to do with their work. And at work, they have to be smart. At work, they have to take control. At work, because, maybe like of some people that they have to work with or whatever, they have to be a certain way. But this is somebody who knows how to separate people. Separate people. Interesting. Separate people. I don't know. Again, they could be making some decisions, because I'm hearing like guilty, not guilty, guilty, not guilty. Could also be military. But they know how, what I was trying to say, they know how to separate work and family life. One will never affect the other. There's something about them having a lot of power with their words. But they have a lot of family values. A lot of family values. I'm not going to go into physical appearance, guys, because there's a lot of you watching and it's very different for everybody. Yeah. But if you're feeling drawn to one of those cards, then this is your subconscious that's trying to give you hints, So for some of you, this could be somebody with red hair. For some of you, it could be somebody with a beard over here. All right, let's take a look at when they could be coming. When could they be coming into your life? At what stage in your life? Or maybe if you give me timing, that would be great as well. You guys might be working by yourself, so you guys might be shy when it comes to putting yourself forwards. And again, it has a lot to do with working with other people. But it looks like this person is going to notice you. They're going to approach you. And again, it could be because you're so like unattainable, because you're so high up there. Guys, for some of you, it's a month. For some of you, it's 9 months. For some of you, it's up to 3 years. When you enter into this Empress mode. But for quite a few of you, it's literally a month. A month, 2 months, 9 months. Ooh, that one completely flew away. Let's see what flew away. Somebody who's going to make you, help you make a decision over here, guys. And again, I'm getting 2 months. I'm getting somebody who might help you. Whether it's legal decisions, whether it's movement, whether it's, for some of you, doing relocation, starting afresh, starting anew, maybe starting something on your own. Giving you some help on starting on things on your own. Or some legal advice. And how to get back what's yours. Okay, let's take a look at the sort of relationship that you guys are going to have with this person. It will start off as no strings attached. Because you might be afraid that there might be differences. And then it's going to turn into... It looks like you guys are going to reject them at first. But they're going to be so much fun. Yeah. That you're going to give them a second chance. With rejection being in reverse. You're going to give them a second chance. It will take a while to open up. Because of the fear. Because of the 9 of Pentacles, yeah? How you guys were looking out. But it's going to help you change a lot of things within you. That sun energy that was coming up. It's going to release any confusion that you might have had. And free up energy for you guys to feel passionate again. A lot of flirtatiousness. Being friends, self-love coming through very strongly over here. Learning to love your beautiful self, like I was saying, like this person is going to be the conduit of the love that the universe has for you. Going to help you get out of this hermit mode. This is, guys, this relationship, it will take some time to develop and some time for you to feel that you're ready for commitment, because you're going to keep questioning whether this is the person, because you have high standards. And in all honesty here, like, you need to give this person a little bit of a leeway, yeah? Cut them some slack, because in all honesty, option number 3, sometimes you want somebody who might not exist. Yeah, it's okay to have standards, but sometimes it's like, darling, are you creating somebody in your head who's impossible? Like, you know, like somebody who's impossible. Just so that you can stay in this energy of the hermit. So they're saying, like, be careful so you don't overdo it with standards. Standards are a beautiful thing. You should have standards. But don't set the bar so high that nobody can reach it. Like, nobody, like, keep it realistic. But it's, like, nothing to worry about. Because this person is going to come through. And it usually happens in relationship when you fall in love. The list of expectations, your rider, goes out of the window. Because you realize that this person makes you feel good. and makes you feel loved, and that's all that matters. Let's take a look at the advice that the cards have for you when it comes to your love life. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, where would you go? So it looks like you guys are already on the right path. You're already doing it. You're already, like I said, with the Seven of Pentacles, like you are being patient. Trust your path. Don't, like, they're saying there's no changes needed at this particular moment. Just keep doing you, keep going. And you will be supported. Like, this person is going to support you. This is what the Six of Pentacles was all about. There's going to be a lot of support coming through. Warrior woman, if you weren't afraid, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? Darlings, what would you do? What's stopping you? If you weren't afraid, if you knew you weren't supported, if you knew you were supported, there's something that you need to take a leap of faith on. What would you do? It's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. It's all coming together, guys. It's a confirmation, a beautiful confirmation from the universe that you're on the right path. Don't stop. You might be facing some sort of decision at this particular moment with what would you do and what would you do. Yeah, the same wording, two different cards came out for you. So take that leap of faith and don't question, don't doubt. You might not see things just yet, but it looks like you're about to walk through a portal, walk through a gateway that's going to lead you to this love. All right, my darlings, option number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading and I hope it resonated with your beautiful souls. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know if this reading resonated with you. If you guys are up for a personal reading on your future spouse, on your career, spiritual guidance, all sorts of things, do send me an email. My email is in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with more exclusive content, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take good care of your amazing selves. What would you do? Don't forget about that. And keep safe now. Bye.